So we're saying we're going to be telling all small employers, which is 90% of employees in this state work for employers that are small. We're going to tell them that on January 1st, 2014, every single one of you must be enrolled into a new health plan. I'm not even sure how you technically pull that off, and the industry is talking about that. How do you actually do that? How do you enroll 120,000 people on the same day? That's a very scary proposition. Will it work? No, it's not going to work. Let me tell you one of the problems they're going to have right out of the gate. And you're just recognizing this in the last couple of weeks. As soon as you blend the rates, which is what they're going to have to do, the association plans, which cover quite a few people, will have to go up 18%. So they get an 18% rate increase right out of the gates. Oh, it gets better. Just stay with me. So right out of the gates, you get an 18% increase. Everybody in my industry, we know this. The lobbyists know this. Everybody knows this. We're talking about it. Okay? They know this. The administration knows this. Then they're saying that they want to outlaw high-deductible health plans, that they only want to sell silver and above, maybe bronze. But we've done the analysis. We're like half of the small groups in the state will be covered on plans they're going to outlaw. We had this meeting today we were talking about it. I said, well, that's another 15 to 20% increase. So we're talking about giving small businesses a 30 to 40% increase on the first day. They are not going to participate. They're not. So if they do this, what will happen is, remember, this is very important. There is no penalty to a small business below 50 to shut their health plan down. There's no penalty. There's a penalty for large businesses, but not small businesses. So I could just say, I don't offer health insurance. And then they go to the state and they buy through the premium subsidies. And the premium subsidies in the federal government are pretty hefty. Now we call this dumping. That's what we call it in our industry. Estimating how many businesses are going to dump. Okay? And the estimates are 30 to 50% of Vermont is going to dump. And if they do what they say they're going to do, we could be standing here in the fourth quarter of next year incapable of actually getting the people into the system. And even the people getting into the system paying 20, 30, 40% more than they're paying now. And employers scrambling to figure out what they're going to do. Not some employers, every single small employer scrambling to figure out what they're going to do. All on the same day. If you're going to go to a single payer, what's your choice? I mean, all you got to do is read Dr. Child's report, and he says it. He said, this isn't rocket science. You're spending 15% of your GDP on healthcare. Where are you going to get the money? You got to go get it from either income, that's GDP, or assets, or a value tax. You got to get 15% of the GDP. That's what you got to get. So you got to tax 15. You can call it anything you want: income tax, value tax, asset tax. It's got to cumulatively be 15%. And then he says in his report, as soon as you decide to make it progressive, it becomes 25 for anybody making over $250,000. So let's do that now. You've got a business owner. He's been successful. He's created jobs. He's got 200 jobs. He's paying himself $500,000. You're going to tax him $125,000 for his health insurance? And you think he's going to stay? If I'm the business owner making $500,000 and I move to New Hampshire, I save $125,000. I can buy one hell of a house with that savings and still have a lot of money left over to buy a health insurance plan in New Hampshire. I mean, that's how much money, and that's just what you paid me to leave, not what you paid my other officers, just me to leave the state. It's suicide. Payroll tax is a suicide.